Okay, this is the beer I'm drinking tonight. So let's go back and see the brewing video. Back when it was nice and warm, because it's not nice and warm now. This is big coat. This is not shorts and t-shirts. This is big coat time. Morning. It's quite nice outside. I'm not sure if this is really t-shirt and shorts weather, but it's quite nice in the sun outside. But now when you come in here, it's a bit more nippy. So let's not hang about. Let's just get this stuff in here. So officially, this beer is titled Hoppy Rye Pale Ale. Took me an age to think of that name. So what this is basically, this is just like a standard American pale ale, an old school pale ale with a bit of crystal in. Instead of a load of crystal in, I'm going overboard. With a bit of crystal in, give it that nice kind of taste, old school taste. But I've put rye in as well. Got American hops going in there, which always work well. Those kind of Cascade, I think, etc. Always work well with rye. And then just for shits and giggles, I'll put in some Pilgrim, English Pilgrim. Give it that nice woody, cedar wood type of taste. Lovely stuff. Which I quite enjoy. So I think this is going to be it's saying here 5.3%, because I'm using lager yeast because I don't really have much choice. But that is it going down to a final gravity of 1.008, which seems quite low. I don't know if it will actually get there. Maybe if I leave it in the fermenter for an age. No lager yeast, it'll sit at 10 and then it might creep down if you have to leave it to condition for a bit longer. Not worry about it. So yeah, I don't really have much choice of yeast, thanks to, well, there you are, 2. Got it in 2. So much for mashing in slowly. What can I tell you? I'm tired. I'm a bit hungover as well too. I'm not lying. So the sooner I get this through, the better. Okay, let's get the pump on. Maybe that's do a thing. And then the lid. Barge water's on. And then yes, I've added the mash and the grains, yes. 68 degrees. Showing 65 here, but it will be 68. So if you're doing it at 68, will it actually get down to 1.008? Not sure. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Back. Okay, it started. I think it started. Okay, there we go. Survived. I survived the last hour and a bit. Let's turn the pump off, I think, before we pull that out, or that will be an accident waiting to happen. Oh, I haven't got the bloody. I can have everything waiting here, ready to go, but I will never have that bloody thing there, that handle. I always forget that handle. Okay, so that was actually a full 1 hour mash. I don't normally do 1 hour mashes, but it was on the recipe. And then I just thought, you know what, let's just do it. So I think it's still automatically set for 1 hour. Yeah. Let's get that. Let's get that on. Bring it a little bit closer, I think. And get it on. Oh, you know what? I haven't actually got any of the hops weighed out yet, so I'm gonna have to go and do that now. So I'll be back whenever we're boiling. Okay, this is the hop drops then. So we have the boil hops are 7 grams Pilgrim. This is going to be a 30-minute boil. We have 15 minutes Cascade and Citra. We've got flame out hops, and this is where I made a mistake. It was supposed to be Citra and Cascade, but it was supposed to be Citra and Simcoe, but I have used Cascade by mistake, so that's what I've had to change the recipe to. And then the dry hop was also supposed to be Citra and Simcoe, but it's Citra and Cascade, so what do you do? So it's 40 grams each for the dry hop and 25 grams each for the hop stand. Okay, so just to wrap it up, let's see, that's sitting at about 1050. What's that, 21 litres. We're using Ironstein yeast, and that's 15 grams in this really badly filled egg cup. That's too small for 15 grams. So if I could just get that in there without dropping it everywhere. Don't look through the camera, look through your eyes. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm still here, freezing. Looking at this pint, wondering did I put, I definitely put gelatin in this to clear it. So that is clearly, that's done a lot of good, hasn't it? It's clear as mud. So it is a nice colour though, I will say that. It is a very nice colour. So rye beers don't tend to be very clear, to be fair. There is rye in this, so we've got nearly 13% rye. We've got Golden Promise makes up the bulk, and we got about just over 4% standard crystal and 3.2% Chateau White Blanc. Obviously for the body. Hops then. Pilgrim going in. I think I mentioned Pilgrim in the video. We put a little bit in just for a laugh because we had some, just to see what would happen. Cascade, Citra are the other two hops, and then there's kind of, you can look at the recipe. I'll post the recipe in the description. You can have a look at it. A little bit of a dry hop on it as well too, just 40 grams of each. We're not going mad. This is a pale ale. This is not an IPA. I've kind of got to the point now where I don't get me wrong, I love IPAs, okay? But I find that if I start on the IPAs too soon, it kind of ruins all the other beers because they all taste like crap afterwards. So I can't go from an IPA to like a pale ale or a bitter or something like that because I just won't enjoy it. It'll taste weird because my taste buds have just exploded with all the IPA-ness. So yeah, I want something that has got lots of flavour but is a bit easier to drink. And you know, originally this beer was actually supposed to be not a clone of Campden, but I found myself drinking a bit of Campden Pale Ale, and that's really a nice beer. It's a bit of a weird one because when you drink it out of the cans, usually I only get the cans over here, but anytime I'm over the water, you usually find it on top somewhere. And yeah, the cans can be a bit, it's just like punk IPA, very disappointing I find. Some cans are nice, and then other times you get it and it's just not nice at all. Very much like punk IPA out of the cans, very disappointing. But yeah, on top, it's excellent. I don't know why I'm talking about Campden. This is not Campden, okay? But I wanted something in that vein, something, you know, sensible that I could drink and not get bored of. So this is it. This is it. We threw in a bit of rye as well too, because I do like rye, mixing with those kind of American hops, the citrusy hops. So lager yeast as well too. I can't get over how unclear. I definitely put gelatin in that, didn't I? I think it did. It's been in the keg now for 2 weeks, so you would think it should have been a bit better than that. The keg hasn't moved at all either. I haven't like moved positions or nothing and kicked up all the crap. Then again, if there's gelatin in it, all the crap will be kind of on, at the bottom of the keg in like jelly form, whatever happens to it. But just waffling here. Okay, aroma is really quite nice. As I was pouring it out of the top as well too, I could smell it, and it was really kind of pleasant. Especially because I just done a fart about a minute or two beforehand. Why am I telling you that? As it was coming out of the top, it smelled a bit orangey. But now actually up close, it smells a bit more. It smells like lemon. I want to say lemon and lime as well as like orange. I don't know, like a 7-Up type of smell, but obviously a bit more than that. It's nice and bright. It is nice and bright. It's really kind of, that's what I want. I know Campden is very orangey as well too. I don't know what it uses, possibly Amarillo or something like that, but this is basically Citra and Cascade, the classic combination for me anyway. And Pilgrim. Okay, cheers. Going in. Okay, the body's decent. It's 5% as well too, so it finished out at 10, 12. So that works out about 5. Body's nice. Body's good. Smooth. There's a real clean taste to it from that lager yeast. And then in behind that, you get really a pleasant taste. It's not dominated by hops, but the hops are definitely there. It's not really malty either. This is pretty much, this is pretty good. This is kind of what I wanted. I wanted something that's not too aggressive, but that's not boring either. There's a little bit of bite on the back end. Possibly that's the rye. Possibly that's the rye and the lager yeast because it's so clean. Yeah, that's alright. That's actually not too bad. IBU was 30 on the recipe anyway. Yeah, it's decent. When I was kegging it, obviously it's in the pressure fermenter. In fact, the pressure fermenter is still sitting there. It's still sitting there from 2 weeks ago. I've just been really lazy. I've got 2 kegs over there as well that I haven't washed, and I'm supposed to wash them today, and I'm supposed to wash them at some point in the last 3 or 4 weeks or whatever, and they've been sitting there, and I haven't been bothered. And I was supposed to have a brew day tomorrow, and I think I'm going to sack it off because I'm just not feeling it at the minute. But yeah, we can maybe sack it off another week. I really do need to clean that though. I don't know. It's like the clocks are going back today, so I've got an extra hour tomorrow to procrastinate and not clean that. No, yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, right enough. I just make myself laugh. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Something about this beer, was it? But yeah, it's very nice. It is very nice. It is definitely something I think I would brew again. I'd like to try it with a bit of USO5 or something. I do want to make a beer with USO5 or Kelly Common or something like that. Something that I used to use. That's what I want. but I've got a ton of lager yeast, so can't. Yeah, that's decent. I like that. It is pretty much what I wanted. It's not, as I said before, it doesn't really have loads of bells and whistles, but it is got plenty of flavour on it. It's got a nice body on it. 5%, so it's a little bit more than what I would normally drink, but it's kind of, you know, the toppermost of what I would normally drink. But, you know, it's coming into the winter time, so that's fine, isn't it? You drink stronger beers in the winter. Yeah, it's good. Okay, I'm gonna go. So yeah, hopefully I've got another 2 kegs on there, so hopefully I can do a tasting video on them at some point if I'm not too lazy, and we can get a couple of videos out there. But yeah, until you see me next, I'll just say happy Homebrew Wednesday and cheers.